Hello, everyone. This is Raleigh Way. We've been talking back and forth via email, and I thought it was time to have a little chat, so to speak. So I created this video to sort of get the ball rolling with what we're doing. I know most of you, and I think most of you know me. My name is Raleigh Way, like the bicycle, Raleigh like the bicycle, or the capital of North Carolina. In my early years, I worked as a medical laboratory technologist. I did that for about 25 years. Along the way, I picked up a Bachelor of Art in French and Spanish. I got quite fluent in both languages. I lived in France for a year and Mexico for a year. And I've tried to keep it up over the years, but as you know, if you do speak another language, you get rusty if you don't use it. I had a midlife crisis in my 40s, and I went back to school to do something different. And so I got a Master's of Education in Instructional Design. We call ourselves IDs, so you'll hear me say that occasionally. I did instructional design work at a large university for about 20 years. The last 10 years I was there, I worked with a really good group of instructional designers to develop online courses and do faculty training. As a matter of fact, I'm doing here what I did there. We're doing online course development, we're doing faculty development. In 2017, I retired from that university and moved to San Antonio. Thought I would ride my bike every day and exercise and just, have a good life. But that got old really fast. And so I came back to work and I'm working at Palo Alto now. So here I am. In the spring of 2019, Dr. Feng, Joseph Coppola, and I were having some conversations about what was the best way to approach ensuring the quality of online courses. And so we came up with the idea of running a project to communicate this throughout the PTE division. And we call the project the Online Course Development Pilot Project, which means that it's an experimental thing. We're in the process of forming and storming, trying to figure out what this is, but we've got a pretty good idea where to start. So I'll tell you what we came up with. So looking at the bullet list, we have item number one. We identified standards for online course design. And by that I mean we looked at quality matters, and we liked some of the things and we didn't like some of the other things about quality matters. And so we took what took some things that made a lot of sense and we put them in a list, and we're using that list. It's sort of a sub list of quality matters um, and we'll use this list of standards for the PTE division. Item number two, we created what's called the Online Course Developers Guidelines, and I'll show you that in just a minute. And what this does is it tells anybody in the PTE division, if they have questions about online course development or faculty training, it's in this manual, it's in this guideline, and also the standards that we identified are in this guideline. Number three, we came up with a Canvas course template. This is a Canvas course that has pre-built structure in it. In other words, there are modules, and these modules can be modified or named anything you want. For example, chapter one, week one, module one, whatever you want to call them. So it's just a shell or a container where you put your content. And that's my main purpose in this project, is to help you work with that template to create your online course. Number four, there is an online teaching certification course. Yes, there is a teaching certification on course, and Andrea Cardenas teaches that course. But we developed one just for PTE, and the purpose for that is to help us have conversations around these online course design standards that were identified, and also to talk about the online course template or the course shell. And number five, we identified faculty to go through the pilot program, and you are those faculty. For the time being, everyone is being paid a stipend to go through this program. This is the cover of the Online Course Developers Guide that we came up with. And on page 7, or item 6 in that list there, on page 7, there is a checklist for online course development. And that list is made up of those standards that I mentioned earlier. And you don't have access to this booklet yet, but I will provide access to everyone when we start in this course that's coming up next week. So there are about 13 of you in this pilot project. 13 of you who are receiving stipends because you're full-time faculty and you have some experience in online course development and teaching. We're going to add some adjunct faculty. Those are to be determined at this point. The full-time faculty, that is you, some of you are from the Professional and Technical Education Division, and some of you are from the Arts and Sciences Division. Because we are paying some of you deliverables, stipends, we do have some expectations for deliverables, and those are that you participate in the online faculty certification course, that you develop a course using the PTE Canvas template, and that your course adheres to the standards that were identified by the committee that developed the standards. I've mentioned the faculty certification course. The name of the course that you'll be taking is called the PTE Online Course Development Pilot Summer 19. The course begins June the 3rd, which is next Monday, and it ends on August the 4th. There are 8 modules, and you are supposed to complete 1 module per week. The activities include an introduction to the course standards, readings and short assignments, which I promise you are very easy and quick to do. You will practice applying the standards that you're learning, and you'll begin building your own course. And all of this will be structured and scaffolded throughout the course. So don't worry, it's not all at once. We ease into everything. So what should you do next? Well, for right now, you need to log in to the PTE Online Course Development Pilot Summer 19 course. It's inside Canvas. You'll have to accept an invitation to join the course. You will review the orientation module, the Start Here module. It's the first module in the course. And this module simply explains to you what this course is about. It gives you the syllabus, it gives you the course schedule, and some other important information. The week of June 10th is when the actual work starts. In other words, there are assignments with due dates on those that you have to do. So for the next week, June 3 through 9, you really don't have to do anything but read and just kind of get comfortable with the course. Look around, see what it's about. Contact me if you have questions. And then by June 10th, you need to read with the intent of doing an assignment before the end of the week. So each week begins a new module with new assignments. And there are 8 of those. Okay? So I will leave you with that. And if you have any questions, give me a call or email me. Best to email me and I'll get right back to you. So take care and I'll see you next week in the course. Goodbye.